マイン、なんでお前そんなこと。俺たち仲間じゃ。
Hey guys, it's Ash here with WatchMojo, and these are the top 20 most evil anime villains.
I submit.
For this list, we're going to be looking at the masters of mayhem, murder, and malevolence, who took every opportunity to display their wickedness across the anime scene. Number 20, Kisaki, Tokyo Revengers. No matter the timeline, this would-be gangster is always an unhinged manipulator determined to uproot everyone's lives. From orchestrating Hina's death, worming his way into Toman's highest ranks, and treating everyone around him like pawns, there is nobody that Kisaki won't screw over to get his way. As a result, he's the cause of Takemichi's pain and suffering.
そんなもんなのか？ああ！残念だ。じゃあな、俺のヒーロー。
And on the off chance things don't go his way, he won't hesitate to join another crew and launch a full-on invasion out of spite.
よ、ヒーロー。ヒーロー。関東事変を始めようか。
Number 19, Dostoyevsky, Bungo Stray Dogs. When someone as capable as Dazai considers someone a demon, then you know they're to be feared.
これが僕の本当の異能力です。
A member of the fearsome Decay of Angels, as well as the leader of the Rats of the House of the Dead, the only thing more dangerous than Fyodor's insta-kill ability is his terrifying intellect.
待て！そいつに触れるな！
The man can manipulate, outthink, and overcome practically everyone, to the extent that with just a few mind games, he doesn't even have to get his own hands dirty. Even when locked inside a prison, his machinations have brought the world to a heel.
僕は罪、僕は罰。知ってるかい？罪と罰は仲良しなんだ。
Number 18, Versago Castles, Sword Art Online franchise. Even the most toxic of gamers have nothing on this guy.
殺人ギルド、ラフィン・コフィン。
Referred to as Poe, aka Prince of Hell, when traversing the virtual space, this guy uses the likes of SAO and Underworld in order to kill off his targets, taking the concept of PvP to ridiculous extremes, and makes no attempt to disguise how much he enjoys his job.
俺はこの日を2年近くも待ち続けたんだぜ。
As a long-running antagonist throughout the series, it was oh so satisfying to see his deletion during Underworld's final conflict. Number 17, Kirei Kotomine, Fate franchise. If there's one constant across the three primary routes for the Fate Stay Night series and its prequel, it's that Kotomine is a merciless killer who will commit every atrocity imaginable just so he can feel something. Starting off as a weapon for the church, his experiences during the Holy Grail Wars showed him that betraying and breaking people to further his own ends is a whole lot of fun.
ならば私に譲れ。お前にとって不要なものでも、私にとっては有用だ。あれはあんなものが生まれ出るというのなら、私の迷いのすべての答えがもたらされるに違いない。
The only thing deadlier than his skills on the battlefield is his willingness to twist everyone around him towards their darkest impulses. And damn if he doesn't enjoy watching it play out.
なんだ、なんなんだ私は。なんという邪悪、なんという鬼畜。これが私の望み。 こんな破滅が嘆きが私の優越だとこれでは足りん。
Number 16, Yami Marek, Yukio. The original Marek wasn't exactly a sympathetic figure, but he was a ray of sunshine compared to his dark counterparts.
I'm gonna file this in the category of not good.
Born out of Marek's suffering and resentment, this alternate persona loves nothing more than sending souls to the Shadow Realm. Unhinged yet dangerously skilled when it comes to playing duel monsters, the Battle City Finals essentially became his hunting ground.
Did you forget? I know your memory has failed you, but you and I had an agreement. So...
The results of which left many a duelist having their souls burned out of them courtesy of the Winged Dragon of Ra. Even for a kid show, Yami Marek was next level.
Attack! Or are you scared? You don't really have much of a choice, little Joey.
Number 15, Muzan Kibutsuji, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba.
まあそうなの？ あなた？
The man of a million faces, the leader of all demons, and just about the worst boss you could have. There is nobody that Muzan won't eradicate to ensure his goals are met. Through the creation of the Demon Moons, he instigated the killings of thousands, while those that failed to carry out his will are slain without question.
私は限りなく完璧に近い生物だ。
Unless you're a true sycophant who happens to be really good at taking out demon slayers, there's little chance you'll live to see the sun when Muzan's on the warpath.
お前は私に指図した。死に値する。
Number 14, Bondrude, Made in Abyss. For the continued pursuit of science, there is truly no line this man won't cross.
おめでとう、ナナチ。ようやく解放されたのですね。
Despite being hailed as one of the 4 great cave raiders and seemingly having the capacity for affection, results are all that matter to Bondrude, and to get those results, he has done the following. Sent orphans to the bottom of the abyss to see how the curse will affect their bodies, tortured and experimented on Reg, even cutting off his arm, and probably most damning of all, he took his daughter figure and unmade her until she was a pile of flesh that he could use as a battery pack. Dude.
プルシュか。
プルシカはお前を思って泣いていたんだぞ。
おや、おやおやおや。
愛娘の思いをあんな形にしたいい理由など。
Number 13, Johan Liebert, Monster. Ah yes, the man's so evil, so devastatingly charismatic, and so devoid of empathy that even a group who tried to restart the Third Reich couldn't withstand his maliciousness.
It's been a long time, Doctor. It's me.
Saved from death by the grace of a kind doctor, Johan decided to spend the rest of his life convincing just about everyone he ran into that they should give in to their worst urges, including the taking of their own lives.
Well, Richard, how about a drink?
Given the only man he'll allow to kill him is the aforementioned doctor, Johan continually proved himself to be borderline unstoppable. All he needs is a moment of your time, and you're already caught in his trap.
What do you see when you look into my eyes?
Number 12, Charles Z. Britannia, Code Geass. An abusive father, a ruthless dictator, and a true believer that only the strong should rule and hold sway over society. Put all that together and you've got a man who nearly succeeded in subjugating the entire world. Of course, even that wasn't enough for him, as his plans to create a world without lies just so happened to involve him using supernatural means to suppress free will.
俺は何のために
ラグナレクの接続がなされれば、そのような悲劇はなくなる。
All of this after he kickstarted a global war, whilst happily sacrificing any and all of his children along the way.
つまり、お前は生きたことが一度もないのだ。しかるに、なんたる愚かしさ。
You can see why Lelouch was all too happy to turn him into Gias dust. Number 11, Ryo Devilman Crybaby. I mean, this guy is literally Satan. What were you expecting?
私はサタンだ。
Even before he knew of his forsaken origins, Ryo was already shady, given his eagerness to stab people in nightclubs unprovoked. However, after discovering his true purpose, he decided to plunge humanity into a perpetual state of paranoia and violence by revealing the existence of demons, resulting in the needless slaughter of countless innocents, including Akira's one true love. If that wasn't bad enough, the ensuing battle against the two left the planet a lifeless wasteland. Thanks for ruining everything, Ryo.
私は諦めていない。人間を滅ぼした後、再び我らは存在をかけて神と戦う。
Number 10, All for One, My Hero Academia. You don't get to be the boss of the League of Villains without being a little ruthless.
Now then, shall we begin?
With zero empathy and an unholy desire to destroy his nemesis Almight, All for One worked behind the scenes as a criminal mastermind, seeking to overthrow a society that had embraced costume crusaders like celebrities.
I'm coming for you!
I don't think so, because I am here.
Of course, his greatest achievement in the world of supervillainry was forcing the symbol of peace into retirement, all the while haunting him with the fact he managed to take the grandchild of his mentor and turn him to the dark side. That's gold, man.
Huh. Well, well, that's strange, Almight. Where is your smile now?
Number 9, The Chairman, Kaiji series. Perverse doesn't even begin to cover it. Turns out old age has soured this millionaire to the point where the only things that bring him pleasure are seeing desperate souls nearly kill themselves for money. Luckily, there seems to be a never-ending supply of fools just waiting to entertain him with their misery, including our boy Kaiji.
忘れないわしもカイジ君の名は忘れんよ
It doesn't matter if they end up drowning in debt, falling to their deaths, losing their limbs, or getting their brains literally screwed. It's all mindless fun as far as the chairman is concerned. Number 8, Kaido One Piece. There are plenty of legit claims to standing tall as the biggest scumbag in the Grand Line, but few have as much power as Kaido to back up their twisted visions. Seemingly unkillable, Kaido decided the only thing left to do was plunge the world into chaos and war. After all, peace is mundane, and the weak aren't worthy of consideration.
Laimi Hake!
With that mentality in mind, along with one of the strongest devil fruits at his disposal, is it any wonder he was able to subject the land of Wano? Or why he has proven himself to be a foe that has repeatedly bested Luffy with raw strength alone. To Kaido, everyone is just another enemy waiting to be felled. Number 7, Junko Enoshima, Danganronpa the Animation. She's all about that sweet, sweet despair. As the creator of the mutual killing games, it's fair to say that Junko isn't all that right in the head. After all, she was happy to pose as a psychotic teddy bear and force a bunch of teens to try and murder each other in exchange for their freedom, and even kill her own twin sister. If that's not crazy enough, after finally being exposed for the lunatic that she is, Junko decided to go balls to the wall and execute herself in the most insane way imaginable. Why is it always the cute ones? Number 6, Griffith Berserk franchise. Once a charismatic and ambitious leader of a mercenary band, Griffith found himself tumbling into a string of terrible decisions to the point where he was left as nothing more than a mute cripple.
Griffith.
With his dreams seemingly dashed, Griffith was given a second chance of reclaiming the glory when the God Hand offered him a chance to join their demonic ranks.
I submit.
All he had to do was sacrifice his humanity and all of his comrades. As if that wasn't bad enough, after assuming his new role of Femto, the first thing he did was violate Guts' beloved right in front of him out of pure spite. Bloody hell. Number 5, Eins Ulgon, Overlord. There's no denying it now. Bone Daddy Eins has fully embraced his role as the ultimate fantasy villain, and boy oh boy is he making the most of it. It might have started with a little deception here and there, but the ruler of Nazarick has made it pretty clear that he's not above torture and genocide. Leading hapless adventurers to their doom, subjugating an entire kingdom and making it his personal playground, slaughtering 70,000 soldiers in an instant in order to summon Lovecraftian goat tentacle demons. Sorry guys, looks like Eins is operating out of the lawful evil alignment these days. Number 4, The Major, Hellsing Ultimate. Granted, the fact that this guy is a high-ranking Nazi pretty much guarantees his villain status.
Now, let us toast the occasion, for tonight is a feast, the likes of which has never been seen before.
However, what separates the Major from your average remnant of the Third Reich is just how much he likes war. Scratch that, he loves war.
My friends, I like war. No? Friends, I love war.
To the point where his single greatest goal in life is to create the greatest conflict in history, even if it means he gets killed in the process. You would have thought such a disturbed individual wouldn't be able to attract much of a following. That is, at least, until you hear him make one of his signature speeches. You'll feel part of your soul die, but you won't be able to stop listening.
It's not enough. More. I demand more! Harvest the fruits of battle!
Number 3, Dio Brando, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you thought someone else would take this position, you thought someone else would take this position, but it was actually him, Dio. From the moment this guy arrived on scene, he took every opportunity to display just how much of a bastard he was. Nearly stealing the Joestar fortune, forcing himself on Jonathan's girl, turning into a vampire, slaughtering hundreds of innocents, killing Jonathan, the list goes on. And all this before he got himself a stand, resurrected himself, and started the whole cycle of violence again a century later. Honestly, trying to dismiss Dio's villainous impact is Muda. Number 2, Father. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I would ask who you are, but I honestly don't care.
Even when he was nothing more than a dwarf in a flask, this insidious being still found a way to wipe out an entire civilization.
Blood brother of mine, von Hohenheim. Right now, you and I are at the center of everything.
In search of immortality, what later came to be known as the father of the homunculi was willing to sacrifice as many lives as it took to secure his place as the ultimate creation.
Well, half of their lives were for me, actually. I appreciate your cooperation, Hohenheim.
It may have manifested each of its sins as a way to remain pure, but right up until the end, Father remained both petulant and selfish, and as a result nearly managed to throw the entire world into total collapse, purely for its own wants.
You mean you actually did it? Yes. I have done what I set out to do. Acquire God.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Frieza, Dragon Ball franchise. When you can measure your kill count by the amount of planets you've destroyed, then there's no competition. Well before he was representing Universe 7 in the Tournament of Power, this alien tyrant was only interested in acquiring immortality, enslaving races, and wiping out anyone who dared to get in his way. He's responsible for wiping out the majority of the Saiyan race, slaughtering the Namekian population, not to mention killing off quite a number of Goku's allies. DBZ has seen a multitude of villains, but none can compare to the self-proclaimed ruler of the cosmos.
Oh my! This is stupendous! Wow! What a great show!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.